Shalom, peace to you guys. I hope that you're doing well today. Today is April the 3rd, 2025. I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, USA, Central Standard Time. I think it's like 3 something in the afternoon, 3:30, 3:40, something like that in the afternoon. I just like to do timestamps. If you are new, I don't know how you found this channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are returning back and you're upright, welcome back, guys. Thank you for returning back as often as you do, and for your prayers and all that kind of stuff. If you do that, I appreciate you. If you are new, I do a lot of work with the tarot to get rid of creeps and people who are breaking the law and stuff like that, because I'm dealing with a first-hand criminal and an abuser. And so I am recording at this time in my vehicle. And so anyway, just jumping in here just to check some energy. Normally I'm on in the morning time, but it's just been the last couple days have been hard for me. I feel energy, and so it's hard to feel energy. So if you know what that's like, then you'll understand. Otherwise, you just have to learn me. I can get very, very sharp at times as well. So anyway, I always like to say that I have freedom of speech and rights, and I'm breathing air just like the next person. And anybody that's on my technology in any way, shape, or form illegally, you're breaking the law and you're a criminal. May God Almighty meet you face to face for it. Let's get started. Most High God, I appreciate you, and just ask for your presence just to come here and just begin to war against every demonic force, every witchcraft, warlock, familiar spirit, talking to the dead, any person that does any kind of necromancy of any way, shape, or form or kind. Get them up a platform, Most High God, and you say that's a violation to you. We just ask at your hand alone for information. What do you want to bring out? Yehovah Elohim. What's going on here? We have choices, or the Lovers cards coming out. We do have choices out here. The Three of Wands. Something's going to change here with some type of choices. For some of you all, somebody might want to trade something. And somebody's trying to manifest their own ideas and stuff like that. If that's in some type of a wicked type of a way, the arm of God is going to punch somebody right in the freaking face. I'm just saying, the will is the arm of God. And anyway, this is something about somebody's choices. There is something very scary here if this is not chosen correctly in all uprightness, because I know the word that's out here in the hidden pictograph language. And if somebody is trying to manifest their own ideas in some type of stupid demonic type of a way, God's arm will come and punch you right in the face. It really will. The Most High, he don't mess around. So just saying, somebody does have bitterness or crying over spilt milk or some crap down here going on. It's because people try to do things underhandedly. That's why that nonsense is going on. You do have a higher authority out here around something. So somebody is trying to exaggerate some stuff. Won't be a good idea for you. Just saying. 92. It will be explosive in a really big way. Is the president here? Because the 92 will take us back to President Trump as well. So both of his terms that he, both of those terms that he was in make 92. And so that even at the top of some things, whatever is going on out here, if people don't do what's correct, it ain't going to be right. And it'll affect the whole nation as well. Whatever's at the top will trickle down to the rest of the nation, just like God Almighty says, folks. So whatever these choices are, even at that level, if people don't step back and do what's correct in the truth, it's going to be a whirlwind, and a judgment type of energy is here. Show me these decisions, please. Don't even want to know why people would want to be some type of stupid, why people can't get their head on straight to make right choices, folks. The V, the W, and the letter Y or the letter J could be pulled out of these cards. Show me the decisions, please. I feel a frustration as soon as I turn this camera on. Show me what these choices are about, please. So for some of y'all, that may be love choices. I don't somebody sharp is here at the bottom of the deck, and that's the energy that I'm feeling that's coming through. Like I said, if you are new, I feel energy. I just speak right out of space, so if this channel may not be for you, and I won't chase anybody, and I'm not here for no type of popularity or anything like that. I'm here just to ask at the hand of the Most High and deliver the energy the way He wants it out. So if you got to go, see you later. Something is, I'm feeling this energy just like that. That's what this Queen of Swords energy is about. If she's upright, she'll just be, matter of fact, that's just that. If she's in the reverse, then you've got a vindictive piece of nutcase out here. If somebody is trying to do something in the reverse of that energy there, it won't be a good idea. Somebody, if you're dealing with legal matters, there could be jail on somebody, but somebody's stuck here. If the King of Cups is in the reverse, there's a manipulator out here. So whatever this is, water and air make a hurricane, and the wheel in the reverse is a hurricane, is a tornado, is some type of energy like that. Spiritually speaking, that word in itself is just out here in the hidden pictograph. 22, there's a judgment going on out here. So somebody's stuck in trying to make a choice and a decision out here on something that's got a big fat consequence on it, and so somebody better do what's right in all uprightness. Why are these two people here, please? Some of y'all could be dealing with your ex, I don't know. Queen of Swords was there yesterday when we read. Show me these two people, please. Thank you. It's a player. Okay, well, that player was in the hidden space the last couple days. Somebody is just in and out, in and out, in and out. There are secrets here. There are secrets here. Death is here. Something's very transformed. Something's going to change. The word fear is out here. People better get the fear of God Almighty, folks. Because something's nuclear out here going on. In a very spiritual way, I feel it. And this is like sex, money, property, taxes, the ocean, anything liquid, a mystery, FBI. If this is legal people, then both these energies could go back to legal people. Anybody in some type of kingship could be out here. There is that energy out here, and you got a stupid player out here. And if this little player thinks they're going to be in and out to do something, let's hope the player dies, because that's all this freak ever does on the platform. And God's sick and tired of this crap. This person, whoever's doing what to who, needs to go to jail for some cases. Dumb. And this person is a person who's sure of themselves when it comes out. So whoever's so big and bad in their own freaking brain, thinking that they can just come out and play games and stuff like that, we're ready for this idiot to die. And I mean that. I mean it. I'm sick and if you're new, you're just not going to understand my frustration on my platform. I'm sure you're all underground. We already know that's going on my platform. And that's illegal. It's illegal what's going on my platform. But anyway, I address this stuff. God lets me feel the energy. And if you're brand new, you're just going to stick around and understand my story is your story. The things that are going with me are happening to other people like you and I. And I just get up in the face of freaks and call them for what they are and put a legal judgment in the spiritual realm on people who have lost their ever-loving mind to think that they have to play a person in a situation and thinking that they don't have to show up upright and correct in the earth. And this is what's going to take place. If this is a hurricane, because that wording is out here, then this is a sea of people and this is the ocean, and the crap's going to go flying here. And that's why it's important that God puts this energy through just like this, because people's lives are on the line, even at the top, in a very spiritual sense, that don't understand. I guess if they don't have their spiritual mind on them, they just making choices out of their own whatever. I don't know what the top of the nation's doing, but if they don't do what's correct, it really does bring a great, big, horrific spiritual consequence, even on tons of people. Just because we're America, that don't mean nothing to God. He is no respecter of person. Blessed is the nation whose God is Yah-Jehovah. Something's horrific going on out here, and we got a player out here. So I'm looking at these two people, and these two people are either playing something together, or there's a third party playing in between them, and 2 against 1, whatever, or all 3, or it's just, that's just showing there's playing energy around whatever that is. Somebody's stuck in something, but something's going to change and transform. And the word fear is here, and people better get the fear of God. Anyway, something about walking away could be here, or a secret travel is out here around something going on, or somebody's trying to trade so that they can go secret travel somewhere, or somebody is investigated because they went somewhere and did something and there's death around some stuff in a matter. And the 8th house is the death card, the 8 of swords, and the 8 of cups. Eights. 888. There's money around some stuff. Secret money. It's fraudulent stuff. We already know that. The letter M is here. Ma. Hey, Ma, how are you? You know who you are as well. And you're guilty, and you're going to go to jail for some stuff. There is a supposable Oriental person that is illegal in some things on my platforms. Your name is out here. Ma. Gonna catch every criminal who's been on my platform in any way, shape, or form. There's secret sex going. For some of you all, somebody's out here still sleeping with their ex, I guess. It's also showing up out here as well. Show me this little player, please. Man, there's a frustration coming through my spirit. I'm trying to calm it down. It is huge. Yeah, there is a great big judgment coming, a harsh one. 44 is an angel's number. The judgment in the reverse is a harsh judgment. We're looking at the player energy. Coming from the arm of God, man. This is the head, the man, the boss, the chief. The pictograph looks like a head as well in the hidden pictograph language here. Somebody's name could be Meyer. Something like that. Mary is out here. The color mauve is out here as well. Something about somebody moving, or a movie in the phonics is out here attached to something going on. The letter R is now here. There is war out here. Anyway, somebody could drive a Ram truck or something like that. I get the phonics of the Ram, but that also goes to war and the head of something as well. This is a harsh judgment out here on a headship energy. And somebody's playing either a headship, or this headship is involved in playing with some crap out here, and God's putting a harsh judgment. The letter A is here. The name Ray. May, M-A-Y. Somebody's name could be May, and God's also prophesying when the wheel comes out. This is perception. In May, something is being judged. God already said that plagues were on their way. God has already just over and over and over has prophesied about the fires, prophesied about other hurricanes, has prophesied about the earthquake a week before it happened on this platform. And people better judge correctly, because people are going to stand before God Almighty with blood on their hands if the headship don't do what's correct out here. There's a headship energy here as well, and the pictograph also looks like a head, because it represents that type of energy. So if this is not going to be upright, laying a new foundation, folks, and this is going to be some type of a manipulative thing, I'm telling you, there's a harsh judgment coming from God. You go ahead and play the role of God if you want. There's choices that are being made. This is a consequence card. Better step back. It tells you better step back and better figure out what you want in the cup, because God's going to let everybody drink it. Something's going to change everything. Something's going to transform everything out here with all that energy coming out. Pick through my hands, Most High God. Paperwork attached to some stuff. Sagittarius, that's right. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Yehovah, you just tell it on now. You just tell it on now. Take them out of here. Pick a side. Oh, there's war out here fixing to take place. You do know what the truth is. You do know what's taking. I'm talking to people that are behind the scenes doing some crap, that's done some illegal things to me and other people. Illegal. God is not going to let nobody who has done some illegal nonsense to escape anything. So now it's just your choice of if you want to stay illegal and die the death, or do what's correct And whatever God dishes out on the judgment, because there's going to be a judgment, even if some people got to go to jail for a time on something, you make something right, then you keep your soul. I don't know who you are entirely and what role you're going to have to play in this, but I'm telling you, there's a big harsh judgment if you don't do what's correct out here. There's paperwork stuff out here, and people do know what's going on. People are in the wrong. This is harsh. Folks, this is harsh coming out. There's tons of 1,600 people, last I heard, was killed in that earthquake that God prophesied a week before it happened. Better really think about what you're fixing to do here. We're going to get our justice with or without you doing what's right or wrong. God's the judge. It says pick a side. Something about car races. There's a vehicle energy. Maybe you're just involved in something. You just like car races. You interpret it. It says somebody deliberately spread a rumor on purpose, on another person, because they were prideful and they're guilty. And so pick a side, because somebody deliberately did it on purpose and something's happened. If somebody died over that, because a couple months ago I did a reading and somebody deliberately did that on purpose, and whoever the rumor was about, that they did it on purpose to get everybody's attention off of them. They went and started something over here, and somebody died out of that matter. An innocent person died out of the matter. So pick a side. Something about somebody wants to leave. Well, it does show somebody is wanting to try to leave. The Eight of Cups is here. And somebody is stuck. Some of us do want to leave this situation. And the only way out is the freaking truth. Charged. Okay, well, somebody does need to get charged. That somebody will, and that's why they're just like, I want to leave. I don't want to get charged in something. There's a harsh judgment coming. You're right, there is. You're right, there is. You're right. Some of us have suffered enough at the hand of some fool because of greed. It was the next word. Greed is out here. Secret money's been all over it. Some of us have been thieved on, and I'm sitting here in my car because somebody wants my music. Somebody wants to get away from taking my house away from me illegally. No. 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 Live or die, pick a side. I'm frustrated because I've got many videos when all this crap started with my hand out telling people, just come forward. I will have some mercy on you. Just come forward. There ain't no mercy anymore on this. God says pick a side, live or die. You're either going to jail because somebody's getting charged out here, or you're going to hell. That's how it's going to play out for some of our cases. Sitting out here every day with questions of why you people, even at the top, are allowing some freaking crime to go on an innocent person here. I did nothing to nobody, and people just come up in here and say, well, we just think we want to covet after you, and we'll just throw you out and call your music our music, and wipe our face and go live and take your stuff, and innocent people are hurting, and do you think that God's just going to look down on that and say, yeah, I'm cool with it? No, God's arm is out here. Going to splatter some people to the pit. I'm tired of hurting, and so are other people. It's Judgment Day. It's harsh judgment out here. The word headquarters is out here. Headquarters are out here. This is a shield, and the only way we get a shield is keeping the way of the Most High God. This is about having a resistance to something as well. If somebody's wanting to trade something and you do know what to do, it's going to cost you in these choices. It's going to cost you because somebody out here's a little player, and they just think, well, hey, I'm sure of myself. I'm going to get up in here, and I don't want to go to jail. So, hey, I got these connections here, and if you don't pick a side in what's right, folks. Again, you're going to die out of a really horrific death, and you're going to bring some judgment even in our nation. We don't want these players no more. So this in another language, this is the Hierophant card that would be found in the deck. I'm not going to break it down. Those of you who've heard me say why it's here, it is here. So the H and or the Z could be here. There's also a housekeeper that's involved in something that looks like a broom and a mop. It also is somebody who is dabbling around in magic and try and put little spells on people, and they're just nasty and stupid, and you're demonic, and you violate God, and God's going to judge you for that. Greed is stubbornness, and it's a root of evil, and it goes to witchcraft with God as well. It's all out here. 8th house goes back to the occult. Not impressed with you. You're conjuring up demons, and you got maggots in your brain. God says he has a broom of destruction. And there's a harsh judgment coming to some people out here, right at the top, if the top don't do what's right. This looks like a bird's leg. And so, America, here you are. I'll fly away, oh glory. Some people are going to fly away. And if there's innocent people that die at the hand of somebody who won't make a correct choice because of whatever the crap reason why they wouldn't want to, they'll stand there with blood on their hands with God. They will. This is getting a great big download in the pictograph and seeing a great sight. And something huge is on its way. Something huge is on its way. Anyway, this is about having a shield, and the Most High says he's our shield and he's our buckler. The letter Z, the letter A, the V, the W, the Y, and the J, and the M came out in this reading. Anyway, good luck, folks.